Welcome back. So we're going to generate a component for a top header in the next video, but this time I just want to do a little change just to make your app more your app. So I want to make it so that all components, instead of being called app root and app something, is actually going to be bound to whatever you want to call your application. Mine is called a course planner, so I want to, instead of the selector being app root, to actually be CP root for course planner root, right? So what is the selector? Just to do that before we actually start talking about the component, we already touched a bit about it, but if I go into my index HTML page, which is inside the source of our project, the source folder, src folder, it actually points to something called app root right here. So that's actually the root of your application, or in this case it's just a component. It's just a component called app component TS, because that has the name of app root. It's that simple. So this name will trigger to launch this HTML page and do all the things inside this component, since we placed it inside this line right here. So that's how easy it actually is, and the loading will be there until it's replaced with the information inside app root. So I just want to get that clear for you. So if we want to change, instead of putting in some dynamic name app, if we want to put in a more specific name for our namespace, our tool, our project, we could change that inside the Angular CLI file. There's a prefix in here, and we'll call that CP for course planner. Now every time I create a new component using the CLI tool, it'll say CP / whatever I call the tool. So next time we'll do a top toolbar, and it'll be CP and then something like this, top toolbar, something like this. That will be the name of it, but it's more than just an app now, because everybody will call their app if you don't change that. So let's go into the component just to show you. Now I need to change this guy into CP as well. Now it's the CP root selector, meaning that inside the index HTML file I also have to change this to CP, right? So now I actually have a fully functional application again, I hope. Let's just see if it reloads. Going into my page here, and everything is still running, so that worked. So now I just changed the name of a specific component, and this is what selector is all about, right? And of course we started this from the git tag version 3, like this, git checkout tag version 3. So you can do that, and then you can install this if you want to, and I'll just deploy this to version 4. See you in the next lesson.